What's up, Gem? How you doing? Today we are talking about the new moon that we have coming up in Cancer at 24 degrees. This is for Gem rising, mostly for the grid, but can be watched by Gemini sun as well as Gemini moon. And today we're talking about new money and new friends. And not like, you know, when you, the term new money can sometimes be a derogatory term or an insult, if you will. But I'm talking more about new sources of money, new like exciting money, and new friend groups. Why would I say that? So we have the sun and moon over here conjunct to the sky at 24 degrees in your second house of values, money, and access to resources. That's where we're planting seeds for manifestation for this new moon. And the reason that I reference friends is because we have the North Node that's going into Aries right now, and that's going to be here for the next 18 months. So this is community, friendships, and wishes for the future. Although for you it is run by Aries, it is traditionally an Aquarian run house. So a very alien, like the new world. Like, who do you want to be in the new world? If time or money were no object for nobody on the planet, if everybody on the planet had infinite time and infinite money, like maybe go back to like what you did in quarantine time in 2020 when nobody needed you and everybody was just stuck. Like give it a positive lens. Like what if everybody just had that time freedom and everybody had that? Like what did you do then? And what would you do now with that same freedom? We have a lot of excitement happening over here in our third house of communication, language, early learning, and short trips. Mercury is just like booking it through Leo. So normally I'd say it's palabras certas, but I'm out of good tape, so I'm just using the tape. Well, if Pluto's in the room and Pluto's talking, let's take a look. What we got? Oh, Jesus God. Y'all have a little bit of PTSD from the Pluto transit because Pluto was in Capricorn from 2008 until now and dipped down into Aquarius for a little while. But for you, Capricorn is your 8th house, which is death, transformation, shared possessions. Like it's, if the second house over here is money and like what we put into the box when we move, the 8th house is about like where we moved and the apartment, the home that we shared it with people, like our banks, death, taxes, all those things. So we have a little bit of, I feel like we're having a little bit of a Nam flashback right now for the past little bit of time, but I promise you, like, you're okay to expand. You're okay to be seen. You're okay to be your multifaceted diamond self, Gem. Like you're literally, like Gem, you're a literal gem. Just saying. So multiple sources of income is a big possibility for you. Never feel like you have to be stuck in whatever it is that you're doing right now. You can always have another job. You can always have, ooh, yeah. Yeah, oh my God, we've had a lot of work and oh my goodness, honey bunches of oats, I'm so sorry. The South Node has been really freaking demolishing your 6th house of everyday life and practical service, which for you is run by Scorpio. Very, very fascinating. Never really looked at that for you. Interesting. So yeah, we have a little bit of work PTSD, a little bit of shared possession PTSD, maybe, you know, apartment hunting or some sort of a job hunt or a home hunt really didn't go well. Something really put I'm going to use the word trauma and gave you a fear of like, I'm not going to do that again. I don't want to ask for more money. I don't want to ask for another home. I just basically got this one and I just barely am making it through. Like, no, it's okie dokie. It's not going to happen the same way again. That was like your lesson and you learned all your lessons and now you can trust again. Like, I know we all think that every single thing coming up at us right now is like a soul lesson. But what if we rebranded it and we're like, no. What's the best, most auspicious, most lovely, wonderful, vibrant thing that could happen? Please go back and watch the introductory video for this new moon because there's so much magic. There's so much, what did I even call the video? There's some serious magic here. Like there are some configurations of planets like this for an astrological standpoint is like, please go watch other horoscopes, other astrologers, other preachers and teachers on this one. There's infinite information, and I don't dive into so much like the yod that's happening here, the sextiles, the squares, like that is not fully what I will deep dive into here. We're leaders, and we are efficient leaders here. Like we need to learn, see what's going on, and then go apply it into our everyday lives right away. So for you, definitely use a little bit of, I want to say scripting and like write things down for what it is that you want, but really look at big soul purpose. We have heavy hitters on the top of your chart right now, honey. Pluto is going to be in your 9th house when it finally goes into Aquarius for 20 years. Saturn over here, this is I think a 2-3 year transit. Neptune over here, I have no fucking clue when that's, oh my God, no, that's going to be going into Aries. They go in together. I want to say 2026. Yeah, there's like, these are all contracted planets that you told God, I want them to be up here. I want this to be public. I want this to be up happening in the sky. Whereas all these, the inner planets, these are going to be down here for a little while. And then in the wintertime or the summertime, wherever you are on this, actually, no, my dear friend, she's a Leo. She's not going to be watching this in the Gold Coast. So it might feel as though, I know it's summer, but that you're going through a very internal change, or that these planets are affecting your insides, that your dreams are probably popping off and maybe a little bit uncomfortable right now. That's okie dokie. We're going to have, I feel like your dreams right now, Gem, are popping off, or however you receive information from your guides, your angels, your ancestors, your team, your guardian angels, whomever they are, however you receive information. If you're a channeler, definitely spend some time asking very direct questions with your guides and your team. Ask very specific, direct questions. If the woo is not your language and you're an entrepreneur and you're running teams, ask your dreams or talk to your team. And I feel like a little bit of talk therapy right now would be advantageous. Just really, even if that's mirror work, even if that's going for a walk on the beach or going for a drive, talk it out. Talk it out. Exciting stuff happening in your communication house, because the sun will go into Leo on that same exact day. We're going to have Venus go retrograde. That's on the 22nd. That's the new moon is falling at the beginning of next week. So this will be at the very end of that week. So plant seeds for money. What is it that we want? Bigger, add more zeros to this, another job, whatever it may be. And then when the sun goes into Leo and we have that Venus retrograde, although not asking for the, like, a lot of people are saying like Venus retrograde, don't change up your haircut. Don't make massive changes in your life. This isn't about massive changes. This is about small actions with giant intentions behind them. Yeah, don't shave your head if you've never shaved your head before and you don't know what that feels like. Definitely don't do that. Like although we might think with Venus and Leo, like, I can't do anything wrong. Like, it'll grow back, yes, but there are very few people that I've met that have shaved their head that haven't immediately thought right after that, like, okay, I did that, that's over, now what? It's going to take that long? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Wait until Venus goes back direct again. But right now, yeah, it's like really communicate in a way that makes sense to you into the spiritual realm. How do you feel safe talking to God or the God of your understanding? How do you feel good about that? Yeah, communication, money, like, wow, a lot of you are in like your Rocky montage. I talked about that with Aries. Like Aries is in there literally like in the Rocky montage right now. Taurus is asking for what they need. You're looking at new, exciting resources. Yeah, new resources, new friend groups, new communities. Like it's new right now, Gem. Yeah. New resources. Yeah, that's the stuff. New resources. New resources. Yeah, because the full moon that we have coming up in a few weeks is going to be in your 9th house of quest, adventure, higher education, and long distance travel. And we're going to be really releasing or highlighting things that don't serve us in that realm anymore. And the South Node is going to be in your 5th house of creativity, play, romance, childlike spirits, fun, kiddos if you want those. And that's going to be releasing things that like, oh, this is, some of you are going sober. Some of you are going sober. That's exciting. That's really exciting. And I'm proud of you for that. Oh, that's interesting because we had the South Node transiting your everyday life and practical service for the past 18 months. So some of you are kind of burnt out a little. Yeah, we need some newness. We need some fresh starts right over here, Gem. So I'm excited for you. So please don't be mad at me, and I love you. Yeah. Don't forget, our lucky planet is in your 12th house of soul purpose, healing, closures, coming home. Like what you're meant to do, Jupiter is trying to get you to see that. Yeah, new resources, new friends. I think that's it. I think that's it, Jem. Please comment below what you're going through, what you're experiencing. I hope this has been helpful for you, and I will see you for the full moon in a few weeks. I love you.